Hello, hello. How's it going, everyone? Light's in the wrong spot. Ooh, see me now. How are you all doing? Jenny, no. Well, the first actual viewer, yes. Eric snuck a lurk in. He's got to get up early again tomorrow. Oh, man. How has everyone's week been? Mine has been busy. We've been prepping to paint for a while now. You all know that. We actually started painting. Yesterday was the first day. And we finished the front room today. Got a double coat on the ceiling and double coat on all the walls. It's amazing how... I mean, it's always amazing how big of a difference, right, a new coat of paint is. But looking at the ceiling and the walls prior to putting paint on. Hey, Katie, thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Just got discharged from the hospital today and found out my cat destroyed my Switch. Oh, I saw your video. That was... yeah, looking at the walls and the ceiling, I was like, it'll freshen it up, right? It's not going to be a huge change. Oh, man, it was a huge change. It went from like brown or tan to white. It's incredible. I can't believe how gross it looked before we painted. It just didn't, like, I don't know, I didn't have a point of reference, I guess. Oh, Kaylin's having a LAN party playing Civ. Nice. I've never actually played a Civ game, but a LAN party sounds awesome. You'll have to excuse me. Our cat has been locked up pretty much all day. Partly his own choice. But he is wild right now. So I might be muting myself and yelling at him periodically throughout the stream. Oh, he's got a straw. Hey, you made it. Well done. Congrats. At a dining table, eating birthday cake Oreos and playing Civ. That sounds amazing. Oh, LAN parties. How I miss thee. Yeah, so we've got a choice. I was planning to do more Stanley Parable today because that was a huge hit on Tuesday. Went really well. Eric is lurking though. Not that he has to be here for us to play Stanley Parable, but I'll put it up to a vote. Would you all rather see more of that? Because there is more, trust me. Or would you rather we start up Ori and the Will of the Wisp? Let me know what you'd prefer. Personally, I like to stick with one thing until we finish it, but we don't have to. We can mix things up. We can come back to Stanley Parable on Tuesday or whenever. Or we can just switch. Stanley, Country Girl says. Cool. I'm good with that. It's more interactive. Yeah, I know. I was impressed how well that went over on stream. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, so front room is all painted. We got to put, outlet covers and stuff like that back on, pull up the plastic and tape and whatever. And then we got to do the hallway still. We might postpone doing that. At least for a couple days, because tomorrow we might go to the zoo. There's something else going on. Oh, a friend's coming over for a little bit. Yeah. I don't think anyone finishes the Stanley Parable. Yeah, there's still a few achievements to get, which who knows how long that'll take. And then who knows how many endings are left in the game. I've done quite a few on my own. But yeah, it would take quite a bit to finish, I imagine. friend of mine got a game called Anti-Chamber recently, and she was had some free time today, and so before I started painting, she streamed a little bit of it just over Steam as she like first got into it, and so I watched her play that for a little bit and just laughed at well, her struggles because the game is so confusing. If any of you have played first-person shooters, puzzle games, whatever, like Portal, for example, or even shooters like Call of Duty or whatever, anything that plays on any game that is kind of standard first-person whatever these days, this game plays upon your assumptions of those games and really messes with your head. It's so much fun. I would highly recommend it. I could stream it, but I already know all of the tricks, right? It's like Portal. When you're playing Portal and you start thinking in portals, a lot of the puzzles are really easy to solve at that point. Hey, thanks, Katie. Appreciate that like. Speaking of likes, I posted from my personal Facebook that I was going live, and Eric just insta-liked it. Like, I think he got a like in before I dropped the link comment with the links in it. I was just like sitting there waiting for me to go live or something on my Facebook page. But yeah, I would love to mess around with that game again, but it wouldn't have the same feel as if you were going through it for yourself for the first time. So if you are interested at all in first-person puzzles, I would highly recommend Anti-Chamber. It's frustrating, but really, really good. It's not that frustrating. It's just different. Yeah, so that was fun. Okay, what are we doing? Where's my mouse? Puzzle. Start up Stanley Parable here. Oh man. Why did you do that, computer? Last week, I cut my son Isaac's hair. His hair was really, really long, getting down into his eyes, looked like a mop, yellow mop. And I am not good at cutting hair. Like, I did a really bad job. But so far, everyone who sees it is like, oh, your hair looks so good. Wow, you look so good. You look so cute. Blah, blah. I'm like, have these people ever seen a good haircut? Do they know what a good haircut looks like? Because it's not this. It would not hold up to the scrutiny of a close inspection. Hey, Mrs. Zeefels, how's it going? We're getting back into some more Stanley Parable today, so. Oh yeah, and then I wanted to ask everyone, since I'm doing all this painting in my house here, what's a big project that you've done in the past, or what's the biggest project that you've ever done? I'd be curious to hear your answers there. I've got some big projects, like in terms of time, right? Like work projects, they can take a month or two, just preparing, getting all the parts, computers, servers, stuff like that, building them, physically building them, installing software, whatever. I've done landscaping, stuff like that. It's been pretty big projects, but I'll get into that later if there's time during the game. Tell me about your big projects. I'm going to pause the music here. Keep switching. Weird. And I'm going to cut over to the Stanley Parable now. Bop. Painting our fence at our old house. Big backyard and lots of fence. Wow. Yeah, that could be a big project. I've built fences in the past, chain link and wood and stuff like that, but never had to paint them or even stain them for that matter. We had one guy on the team that was like the dedicated staining guy, and he did it. I was like, nope, thanks. He had to wear like a respirator and completely cover himself because he used the misting style. Ugh, yuck. That would be a huge mess. And building the fence, but I didn't help with that. Oh, nice. How big was it? Do you know how many feet long it was? Because that could, yeah, building fences is fun, but yeah, that can be tough work. Getting the posts level and everything so that everything else lines up nicely, and oof, yeah, I don't miss that. Yeah. Ugh. Cutting the 2x4s. We had nail guns for, for putting the wood planks in, and chain link, man, chain link was a pain. Wood fences, I could see myself building another wood fence of my own, but chain link, nope. Nah, I'm good. I'll pass on that. Yeah, I don't want to build chain link again. Just working with the galvanized steel is not fun at all. And then the way you have to find a brace point, and then set up the chain link against all of the posts that you've put in, and then you have to like use a what are they called, a jack of some sort, a pulley, or there's another name for it. Why am I blanking on this? Well, anyway, you put like a bar through the chain link, and then you hook the pulley onto that bar and you crank it down. You pull that chain link as tight as possible, and then once it's in place, then you've got a wire running across the top and the bottom, I think, and you've got to use these little like horseshoe looking clamps, and you've got a special pair of pliers that just crimp it down, and then on top you have to like wrap wire around the post and do that several times down. Yeah, and then in order to cut the posts to the right height, you have to use a bandsaw, and you got to make sure it's nice and level, or pretty close to level, because you put the little cap on the end, right, and that just covers a multitude of sins. But yeah, it's a lot of work, and it's like you only use chain links for like schools, or we built them around retaining ponds for housing developments. So I don't think that would, I wouldn't really need a chain link fence in my personal life, so I don't see that happening. But wood is really nice. I can see myself building a wood fence again. But all right, I don't remember where we left off in the Stanley Parable, but it's going to start us at the beginning again. So we'll start the game up here. You know the drill. Our first big decision is left or right. The narrator wants us to go left, and a lot of people last time wanted to go right. So drop your votes in. Let me know which way you want to go. There's plenty of decisions after left or right, but that's the first big one. I can't speak for everyone in chat, but a few of us, oh gosh, 5 minutes ago, my mom texted me, got a minute for a computer question? Only if you want to join the live stream, Mom. Do a little live stream troubleshooting. Oh, goodness. Oh, Mom. This game takes forever to load on the first time. Let me text her back real quick. One moment, everyone. Oh, we can't hear that audio. Oh, it skipped it anyway. Darn it. I shouldn't have clicked. Well, most of you heard the introduction last time. You just didn't get to see it for whatever reason. I don't know why it blacked out. All right, text my mom back. Only if you want to do it on my live stream. Lol. Okay. All right, so here we are, Stanley Parable. Here we go. Everyone knows the drill. Everything should be relatively reset. Doors won't
All
open.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Turn off these computers. Phone didn't ring. All right, we're coming up on that first door, first set of doors. Do we want to go left or right at these doors? Drop those votes in. Let me know. All these doors are locked.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Narrator says we went through the door on our left. Do we want to go left or right this time? Can't close these. Can't go backwards. Any thoughts? Need some votes here, people. First one to comment gets their path. Pick the Stanley Parable because it's more interactive. Crickets. My notes. Right. All right, Katie, first one to respond. We're going right.
This was not the correct way to the
You're
meeting
good.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Immaculate?
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Try getting a soda. Yeah, it doesn't work, unfortunately.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Really worth it.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Oh, I can maybe do the broom closet this time.
At this point, but eager to get back to business,
Moving on.
Stanley took the first open door.
Straight
on his
or left? I will tell you there are options no matter which way we go. We have not exhausted either direction. Left. All right.
And so he detoured
That
through
light
the
was off
maintenance
until
section,
just now.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
We going down this elevator again or through here? I don't remember if there were any choices down here or not. Any choices left for us to make. Paintings. Can't go backward. Oh, we can go backwards. Interesting. That's not usually allowed. Motion detected light. Elevator or straight on to the meeting room? Gonna go on a Nintendo hunt. Alright, sounds good. I can't push this from the outside. That's interesting. Can I push it from out here? Nope. Elevator? Okay. Loading.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No,
Go.
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I don't know. Like, if I was ready for it and I stood over here, I wonder if I could get through there.
Left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes.
I'll go through here
I've
this
got
time.
it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
It's upside down. Yeah, I'll double check for more decisions to be made. If you see something, shout it out. I'm not sure if there's anything else for us to do. Yeah, because I think we hit here.
No,
and that's it.
This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
From the top. The end is never the end. The end is loading.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Left or right this time? Country girl, you still there? You can chime in. Try following all the directions. Whoa. Eric's not here and you just...
Stanley... Wait, what? No, I
What have we done?
restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago.
Yeah, he's not gonna...
It's here somewhere. Okay, then.
Tell us which way to go. So we'll go right, see what happens.
Find the story.
Yeah, this is all just a maze until it times out, I think. He's gonna pull us back. Oh, and it leads us back there. Yep. Nah. Here we are again. It's all just a big loop.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I
Worst
can promise
adventure
you, there definitely
ever.
was a story here before.
I was just over here.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Yeah. We started... Oh, quality looks pretty bad. We started the confusion ending, I think.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
we're going to get to the double doors, and it's going to be no doors. It's all going to be completely blank room. Yep, see. So we can either manually restart the game ourselves, or we can play this out, but it's going to be a few more restarts and stuff we've already seen. I don't know if there's any way around it. Any thoughts? You want me to restart or keep going through this timeline? I don't know. My quality... There's a tank in there for a minute. All right, I'm going to keep going on this timeline, let me know if you want me to restart and we can get onto a different one, onto a new one.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
I don't think there's anything back here.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe
give me one
my
moment.
story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Cat's knocking things over, making a mess of things. Locked up all day, doesn't know what to do with himself. All right. Like I said, I'm going to keep going through this storyline until we
I've got a solution. This time,
get back to the final restart.
I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure
Unless you
line.
want me to manually
Just follow the
restart it.
line. How simple is that?
I can manually restart the game. We can get back onto a new track, or we can keep playing through this one. Excuse me. Yep, that one's blocked off.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Destiny.
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
And cut the music.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
I will not.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Back at the office.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
Zoom.
Oh, no, not again.
Line broke the game.
How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Alright. Forget the line. Do our own thing.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
It's this door?
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
These are all numbered for employees, right? Why is 437 just a hallway?
Now, Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes,
I don't know if any of you noticed this last time we played and we got the confusion ending here.
Another victory for logic.
He lets us go through the right
Come,
door.
Stanley, our destiny awaits.
But when you walk into the room, both doors lead to the same place.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Yeah, so he goes into thinking about like, ooh, let's logically think about this. Logically figure out which door to take.
Schedule, I restart again. Then what?
Doesn't matter.
Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us?
I don't know if you can
Something
actually
happened.
go through the rest of these restarts here.
So, okay.
Because I think he's going to restart the
I
game.
guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Although the sign said the narrator restarts it, I wonder if... Yeah, I don't know. If that was him restarting it, or... Okay. Well, here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Katie had said to follow all of his instructions. Oh, waiting inputs back. Follow all of his instructions last time. So we're going to try that this time.
When Stanley came
Unless
to a set of
anyone
two
sees
open
something
doors,
that jumps
he
out
entered
at
the
them,
door on his left.
I will pause at each space if any votes come in, but I will plan to follow the instructions like Katie asked. Oh gosh, we got to listen to the dialogue of the broom closet real quick.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This is a fun one.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
don't.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Getting a little personal there.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Seems
Hello?
reasonable.
Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I like the part about the history of first-person shooters and tropes. I feel like I recommended this game to someone who wasn't really a gamer, and I was like, oh, you know, that would probably be a big mistake because so much of this plays off of, you know, people's experiences and preconceived ideas of how first-person games should work, right? That's kind of like Antichamber. But
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I
Second player.
guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
thanks.
Coming to a staircase.
All right, so we're going
Stanley
upstairs
walked
again.
upstairs to his boss's office.
A little bit of time to reverse this decision if I get too many votes, but we're going to continue listening to the narrator. Close that door. Wonder if it was the main. Like, this is a clean playthrough. Yeah, we can't get into these doors now. Into the elevator room. All right.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
Life.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from
Wait,
him.
4, 5.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Super secret.
845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. We're going to get to some big decisions coming up here, so if anyone's just kind of hanging out, not chatting, get ready to chat. Get ready to drop those votes.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
So again, there's the left to escape, but we're going to stay straight.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind Control Facility. Okay, we're not escaping because we know what happened last time. Got crushed. Gone in here. Walking in. It's dark. I'm going to hit the lights. Hit the lights. There we go.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
We've never seen this room before. What a shock.
Horrible secret did this place
What is going on?
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
What is this room for? What is this place? I can't imagine what can be done here. Cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Numbers.
Each bore the number of
Employee
an
numbers.
employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom meant nothing. Oh my. I don't remember what number Stanley is. I'll try and find his, but... Elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Once and for all. So, here's where some big decisions come in. Facility power. That's where the game is directing me to go. Obviously, the light above it. I don't think anything in here will do anything. Not yet, at least. Push some buttons, but I don't think they do anything. Buttons like this one here. Yeah, lots of buttons around here. I don't think it does anything yet. As we head into the facility power,
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So, we can turn the mind control system off, or we can turn it on. The narrator wants us to turn it off, which is what Katie had originally asked, to follow his instructions. Or we can turn it on. Oh, that's open, but I can't go through there. Interesting. Do we have any votes for on or off for the mind control device? Off will be what the narrator wants to progress the story that he has, or we can turn it on. Can't really read that. You can't hardly see it with my head in the way. Something up there too. Can't really make it out. Obviously, the game is going to restart at some point here soon, and we can come back to this point and push the other one. So I guess the question is, which do you want to see first? Yes, that is correct, Katie. Turn it on. Okay, here we go.
Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stan?
All right.
It's your time to shine. You
So
are
this
the
is-
star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious
Would you stop
moments
talking,
each one of
narrator?
them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know.
So
where
this is a
to
puzzle.
start.
I don't know if there's a solution to it.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are.
There's like
A moment of
yellow,
solace before
there's
you're
buttons
obliterated.
here. We can turn
All
these
right, I'm in a
on.
good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell
Push
you
different
exactly what
things.
happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine.
Incorrect.
I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I
have no
simply let
idea
you
what
sit
the
there in your
combination
office
is for
forever,
this.
pushing
There's
buttons
other
endlessly and then
buttons
dying alone.
over here.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
Maybe
or I
there's
let it burn to
clues.
a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so
Blue.
much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some
Fail-safe.
extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh, thanks, buddy.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Yeah, so there's
Oh, dear
tons
me,
of
what's the matter,
monitors, tons of
Stanley?
buttons.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Oh.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in
This
this room was capable
maybe
of turning
opens
it
that
off?
door
I mean,
somehow.
look at you. running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
3 attempts
remaining.
remaining.
You want to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look
Yeah,
at the
once you
clock,
get
Stanley.
too far,
That's
like 30
you have
seconds
to
left,
struggle.
then we
30
just
seconds until a big
get these
boom
screens
has
here.
happened. No
Can't do
ending,
anything at this
just
point.
you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't.
This
It's all
one
the same
with the
to me,
red
all
lights
part
on
of
it,
the joke.
he talks so
And believe
much.
me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Boom. So I suspect there's maybe something you could do in that situation. I think it could all just be there to mess with you, and maybe there is no solution. But here we are back at the start of the game. Nope.
But Stanley simply
I didn't want to do that. Yeah, so we can spend some more time finding out what the solution is, if we want.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
I've
had
been
simply
poring
missed a
over different endings here, and maybe I missed some things, but this awaiting input here is how it looks at the beginning of the game. And so you click on this computer, input received, and then you have to find the next computer that has input waiting. Oh, I can get up here. Oh, interesting. Not that this does anything for me, but still kind of interesting. Yeah, so like I said, there's still more endings that we haven't gotten to yet. So we can keep playing, try to get to a few more endings. I can show you some if you want me to just walk you through them, or like strongly hint towards some. We can go back to the mind control facility. Choose to turn it off this time. Anyone have any votes on that? So the vote is going to be, do you want to go back to the mind control facility to do something? Do you want me to strongly kind of lead you toward another one, and then you can make decisions from there? Or do you want to continue playing the game as we have been, where I let you choose left or right door, etc.? We'll put that up as a vote. 3 options. Let me know what your preference is. We don't even have to stick to it. If we pick one and you're like, hey, I want to go back to the way we used to play it, that's fine. Strong lead to big decisions. All right, sounds good. So let's go left. Why not?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I'll blow past some of this stuff because yada yada, blah blah blah.
The employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes.
Wow.
This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
All right.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
First open door on his left. Ignored. We're going to go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5
the room
years
up
ago.
there, the phone call. I think we've done all of the steps. Did we ever answer the phone? I don't know if we did. Okay, so we can answer the phone or we can jump off of this thing again. We're not just going to jump to our death again, Katie. Man, how's the stream going? I'm buffering on my end. Getting some bad bits. So yeah, we can go up there, answer the phone, or we can get on this thing and jump off. We're going to jump off onto this catwalk though, not to our death. Do we have any votes on those two options? And correct me if I'm wrong. Did we answer the phone? I don't think we did. Eric was so passionately against anything that the narrator said. I think we missed that. It was okay, and then it just stopped. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm getting really bad bit rates right now. Dropping a lot of frames. Yeah, there it goes again. Sorry, give me a second here while I take a look at some things. See what is happening. System interrupts. CPU. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Anyone playing right now? No. Stream Deck, game overlays, blah, blah, blah. On my phone, your stream is okay, not great. My computer keeps stopping though. Yeah, I keep seeing it. I got really bad bit rates. Performance CPU is getting hit pretty hard right now. That's probably part of it. OBS, Steam. OBS and Steam are expected. Bedrock and Discord. Let's go. Let's see what we can close out of right now. What's this? Da, da, da. Save that and close it. Still pretty bad. What's happening here? OBS is pretty high, which is to be expected, right? OBS and Steam and my game are some of the highest. I can't really end any of those without big interruptions. is the deal?